What's up, everybody? I'm Doggie Diamonds. You're now watching Doggie Diamonds TV. Shout out to everybody coming from TikTok, X, Facebook, and Instagram. If you're not following me on any of those platforms, the links are right below in the description box. So this is from Hot97.com. Xzibit's label wanted an $11 million buyout payment from Dr. Dre. I always wonder why Dr. Dre didn't have Xzibit on Aftermath. This is why. I forgot about Xzibit being on Loud Records. So it reads, Xzibit recently revealed how his former label had demanded an $11 million buyout from Dr. Dre so he could join Aftermath Records. Woo, $11 million. Woo. Speaking with Red Bull, Xzibit claimed that Steve Rifkind, the former CEO of Loud Records, wanted a large sum of money for his release from the label. He asked for an $11 million buyout, claimed Xzibit. He just didn't want to let me go. Because of the massive price tag, the deal fell through. Although Dre didn't sign him to Aftermath, he served as an executive producer on 2 of Xzibit's albums. He told me no matter what he was doing or where I landed, he was going to make sure he was there for me, Xzibit recalled, talking about Dr. Dre. As the interview continued, Xzibit spoke about his influential show, Pimp My Ride. Nobody knew Pimp My Ride was going to be Pimp My Ride until that shit came out, he said. I had soccer moms coming up and pinching my cheeks and telling me how much they love me. It turned me into a global brand. And I was in people's homes. I was in people's lives. People still come up to me to this day and tell me I was a big part of their childhood. Previously, he shared why he left the popular MTV show, detailing that his contract demands were not being met. You really want to know the truth about why Pimp My Ride only lasted 6 seasons? Only 6 seasons. Some people didn't want their childhood ruined, he said. It ended because my contract was up, and I didn't want to renew it. I was on my way out at the door of 20th Century Fox after filming the last episode, and it was like, yo, all good things must come to an end. I'm good. I'm very good. I'm shaking hands, and I'm like, okay, guys, contract's up. I don't want to renew. I'm out. The West Coast legend also released his news record, Kingmaker. That was May 16th. Hey, I gotta go check that out. That's on streaming platforms, I guess. I gotta go check that out. I like Xzibit. So we'll get into Pimp My Ride in a minute, which I remember that show like yesterday. But $11 million? So I'm wondering if they upped the price for Xzibit because he was on Pimp My Ride. Was Steve Rifkind, you know, this is alleged because this is what Xzibit is saying, but this is not saying it's the truth. Did he up the price for Xzibit because he was on Pimp My Ride and, you know, it was like using that for promo because he was more visible? Because I don't ever remember Xzibit selling a bunch of records, and that's kind of foul because if you got the top producer in the world wanting to work with your artist, why won't you do a venture deal with him to let him go? This is Loud Records. Because I remember, I used to love that record. What you see is what you get now. Remember that video? Of course, I love Paparazzi. Of course, I love Foundation. Xzibit has some joints on Loud Records, I can't front. But what he did with Dr. Dre is what made him more of a household name. Even though I like the Alcoholics affiliation, I love What You See Is What You Get Now. But I used to love Paparazzi. I love Paparazzi. Damn. You gonna make me go back and add that. That ain't in my gym playlist? Oh no, I gotta add that. Even Foundation, produced by DJ Muggs. It even Eyes May Shine, Your Teeth May Grit. That was with Mobb Deep. That shit was dope too. Xzibit had some joints on Loud Records, but he was more of a dope West Coast underground dude. Dr. Dre took him musically and put him on them big records like Next Episode and he took Xzibit to another level musically. But do you think that Loud Records was using the leverage from Pimp My Ride and was like, oh, we not letting him go? But because $11 million is a heavy price tag. And how could somebody ask for $11 million and you might not be worth $11 million? Like, I would think if somebody wants to buy your contract and you say, give me $11 million, that means you're $11 million in the hole. Somebody got to get Steve Rifkind on the line and ask him this, because these are these good questions that we need to know when it comes to hip hop culture and hip hop history. Like, why didn't you let this artist go here? Because if you're not going to take them and make them a mega superstar, why not let them go? You know, but, you know, that's music industry, you know, 10,080. What the Q-Tips say? 4,080? 4,018? You know what he said. I don't remember what he said. But Aftermath on it. Oh, you know what I used to love? Xzibit. Get Your Walk On. You ain't like Get Your Walk On? Even the joint that Rockwilder did. Oh no. It's for show. Damn, will the real Xzibit please stand up? I like that record too. But I used to love Get Your Walk On. I love that. I could drink a whole Fantasy Fifth. I fucked that up a little bit, but you know. I mean, I just love hip hop, man. So forgive me when I get a little animated and get a little hype when I talk about the culture, because, you know, it's just hip hop, it's just dope. But Xzibit he still got to tour with them though. But he would have probably, I wonder what he would have been like on Aftermath, because he basically was on Aftermath, but just not. But damn, Dr. Dre, that mean he looked out for Steve Rifkind and them. Was he still on? He had to still be on Loud because he wouldn't buy him out. $11 million is a lot of money though. $11 million? When at that time people like 50 Cent was getting $1 million deals and had all this momentum. In respect to Xzibit, but he wasn't worth no $11 million. I can't really think of any artist at that particular time that would have been worth $11 million. So Loud was just tripping. But Loud Records did, you know, they did House, Wu-Tang, Mobb Deep, Big Pun, Dead Prez, Cellar Dwellers, The Sleepers, Raekwon. They had Yvette Michelle, I believe. They had was Sadat X over there too? I could have sworn Sadat X was over there. I think Sadat X was there too. I can't remember the whole Loud Records roster, but I think Sadat X was there. Anyway, we sign these deals in these situations with people, and then people don't want to let them go. So that's why I should get a lot of credit for having people sign to me and I let them out the deal. If you know, you know. I'm Doggie Diamonds. Make sure you subscribe. I appreciate y'all if y'all subscribe already. Make sure you leave a comment. And make sure you watch these related videos. I'm Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. I appreciate y'all.